The news is coming to you from Voice 89.9 FM at Ekiti.
Timely response by staff of the station and the officers of the Ekiti State Fire Service prevented the fire that raised the main studio of the station from spreading to the entire building.
You know, the first moments of a fire, you would expect that it would be reasonably small, that it could still be tackled if someone was there to witness the beginning of the fire. But obviously, in this case, there was no one particularly in the cubicle at that time, because the person who was there stepped out just for a moment. So by the time he returned, it was a bigger fire that could not be tackled immediately.
The general manager described the incident.
It was a case of power surge. No one saw it coming. Obviously, there was a washback in the system somehow that created a situation where cables obviously got melted, and some bridging happened, which sparked the fire. And you know, studios have a lot of flammable materials, especially the acoustics and stuff. Obviously, that caught fire too.
He said no soul was lost, but about 3 staff were taken to the hospital for treatment due to smoke inhalation in the process of helping with putting out the fire.
We were able to get through to the fire service quickly enough, and I'm particularly grateful that the response time was quite good, and it worked in our favor because they were quickly deployed. They were here quick enough, and they tackled the fire, which of course saved us from a whole lot of headaches. So the fire was contained within the studio and didn't damage any other parts of the building other than that studio. Of course, it was a total write-off, but thankfully it didn't go past that particular studio.
Were you able to have what I can call a sort of financial implication? Were you able to assess conservatively the financial implication?
Conservatively, we've done that already. We put it in the neighborhood of about 15 million naira, because we're talking about the entire equipment of the studio. The entire equipment, there was nothing we could take out of it. Without other things, other logistics like acoustics, for instance, lighting and stuff, but the equipment itself is what we've been able to get around to getting cost implications for at the moment. But other things, of course, would require experts to come in and say, okay, this is the cost for this is the cost for that.
The station was gutted by fire in the early hours of Thursday, May 6, 2021.
Right now, save for the fact that the production studio, which we would use for production, for packaging, editing, and the rest of them, has now been transformed into the live studio. It means that we don't have a production facility per se. And I think, save for that, we're fine, we're doing fine. But it means that we need to quickly put the studio back in order so that we can return on-air operations there, and then be able to use the current production studio for the purpose it was set up for.
If you engage in putting it in order now,
yes.
what could be the duration? Like how many days? How long will it take?
We're looking into that. That could be any time from a week to whatever, but we're looking into it.
Voice 89.9 FM. Voice 89.9 FM.
Emmanuel Owosoro.
People of the fountain.